The first two chapters of the book of the Proverbs. The wise-like words of Solomon, son of David, and Israel's king. To ken what's wise today, to learn what's wise to ken, to hae een to see what's men's for, to tak tent to wise-likeness and recht judgment and even-handedness, to put some smeddament till a feckless crater, to gie recht kennin and canny wise to the growing loon. A wise-like man will take it all in and be wiser yet at the hinner end, and the man of sense will grow mair gleg. To ken what a wise word is, and to grup the heart of it, that's the why and the wherefore of the words of the wise, and of the wise-like words o' auld lang syne. Recht at the start maun be the fear of the Lord, for that's the fund o' all recht kennin. But fools mak licht o't, and haena the time to hearken to teaching. My son, but ye'll hearken to the advising of your father, nor will ye turn awa frae your mother's bidding. There a croon about your bruise and gowd around your neck. Gin old deedy folk would wise ye awa, dinna be driven off your ain jog trot. Gin they say to ye, "Hey, Jock, yoker, we're fechten and loping out and frechting the life out of folk. We'll gie them a recht gon hour and batter the life out them. We'll gie a reeving and fill our pooches with siller. Come aboard, Jock, in for all and all for in." Dinna do it, my son. Gang your ain gate and never look the road they're on, for there's nae an honest bane in their body, and they'll wind up with blood in their horns. Gin ye set the net for nent its nose ken speckle like, you'll ne'er catch the bird. But they're fools I'm after telling ye about do that very thing. They'll get hankit and taggled in their ain garn, though it's the least thought that comes into their head. That's the way it aye turns out, though there's nae use telling them that's aye after something for naething. It all comes back on them thick and threefold. Wisdom cries all round about ye, out to the cossie, the close, and the kirk and the council. All through the toon she cries, "Who lang," says she, "who lang will ye hod on your thowless wise, ance ye were wud and knew your war? Hae ye nae notion to mend your ways and be wise-like? Bide where ye are and heed what I'm telling ye, for it's your ain good I'm thinking about. I'm here for the taking, gin ye ettle to privy. I'll wise ye the road ye maun tak." Time and again I hae cried to ye, time and again, but ye'd hae nae pear to me. Time and again I hae raxed out my horn, and ye went by with your nose in the air. Ye hae slecht at my counsel, ye hae licht laid my advising. But just you hold your horses, my manny, just you bide a wee. When the old day comes, I'll be the ane to lach. When your teeth are chittering and you're fleggit out your wits, you'll hear me then, gecking at ye. When the dread is on ye, and ye hae nae a place to turn, when the cold wind's blowing about your lugs, when ye dree your weird dool and way, and you're all gain to sticks and staves, then you'll cry out for wisdom, and deal the answer will ye get. At screech o' day you'll be up hunting after me, and you'll nae have fan me when it's time for your bed. Ye had your chance, and ye turned awa frae wisdom. Ye had nae time for the fear of the Lord. Ye turned a deeflug in your day when I spak, and I hae nae a word for ye do. Ye made your bed, ye maun lie on't. The fruits turned that sour, it'll gie ye the grue, and your ain ill deeds will smoor ye yet. The feckless fill slips into the shach o' his ain daft ways, and the fill that thinks he's the king of the castle will end his days wi' a sark fu' o' sair banes. But the man that hearkens to wisdom will live aye couthy and calm, nae fashed wi' fears o' ill things to come. Laddie, gin you'll tak in what I tell ye and store up my words o' the ombre o' your heart, gin ye tak tent to my advising and tune your soul to the caw o' the wise-like, gin ye cry for knowledge and gae doon on your bended knees to speer for recht and sicht, gin ye seek it out as men seek siller, gin ye dig deep doon as men howk for gowd buried deep doon o' the mool o' a hidey-hole, then will ye ken the fear of the Lord. Then will ye find the recht kenning of God. For he that gies wisdom is the Lord himself. Frae the mouth of the Lord come knowledge and understanding. The Lord has it all put by for the wise-like. The Lord is a shield to the afold man. The leal-hearted man will ne'er put a foot wrang, for the Lord watches weel the gate to his saints. Then will ye ken what's recht I'll warrant, then will ye ken what's even done and true. Aye, ilka good gate will ye ken recht weel in the day when wisdom wins into your heart, and ye find knowledge warm and welcome in your soul. You'll ken your way about, and wisdom will keep you safe. Your ain understanding will keep you out of trouble. Ill-deedy craters and their ill-deedy ways will worry ye ne'er a hate. The sharp-tongued man will never vex ye. Wisdom will keep ye far awa frae them that gang by murky roads and wander awa frae the recht. Whose soul's delight is wickedness, whose ways are strocht as a corkscrew, and whose road has naething afore it. And other passages from Proverbs. When you're asked out for your dinner way no the neighbourie, hae a good lang look at what's set afore ye, and gin you're a gutsy kind of crater, put a nick in your thrapple afore ye gie white out. Dinna stap yourself with a falderals, for the feck of them's but slaisters. Dinna weary yourself troking awa to win siller. Gie up the notion altogether. There's nae sense trochling awa for what's nae there ava, for there's nocht can flee awa quicker than gear. Like an eagle spilling the lift, it's out of sicht afore ye can blink an ee. Dinna lower yourself to take a bite of meat frae a man who's in hae a glint of greediness, nor hanker after the falderals that are spread on his board. All the time he'll be thinking what it's cost him. Oh, aye, I'll say, rich for it your horn and help yourselves. Aye, help yourself and dinna stint. But losh, man, that's nae what he's thinking. It's enough to turn your stomach o'er the wee puckle you've ta'en, and his words would gie you the grue, for they're 4 hours sweet to be halesome. 2 things I want to ye, Lord, just 2 things and nae mair. Will ye gie me them, Lord, afore I dee? Mak me says I dinna ettle for what's fusionless and fause. Gie me neither poortith cold nor silly routh o' gear, and for my meat nae mair nor a need. For gin I hae our muckle, I'll maybe turn awa frae ye and say, God, if ye say, we'll what about him, for I've nae need of him. And gin I hae to scrimp and scrape all the time, I must tak what isna mine, and e'en misca my God. 3 things there be our wonderful for me. 3 did I say, nae 4 that I dinna ken the way o'. The way o' an eagle o' the lift, the way o' a snake on a rock, the way o' a ship on the sea, and the way o' a lad wi' a lass. 3 things there be that mak a tir of thee. 3 did I say, na 4 that folk canna put up wi'. An oraman made gaffer, a fill wi' a fou wame, a flytin' woman when she's got a man, and a servant quine comin' till her mistress cellar. A douce and honest woman, he's the lucky man that gets her, for the worth of her's 4 ribbon jewels. Her honds are aye thrang with the woo and the lint. Deed, she's nae unlike the merchant ships that range the 7 seas, for she ranges 4 and buys her providing aye in the best market. She's up and about at screech a day with a porridge pot on for the hale hoose and the darg set out for the lasses. But she's nae feared to kilt her coats and put her ain sonsy arm to the work. She takes charge of the cellar and lays it out wi' care, and ocht she doesna need done again. For all that, she's an open-handed soul tae, wi' a kindly heart, and the gangrel bodies never turned awa frae her door. She has never a fear in the cold how o' the year that her family will get their death, for in their alcady clays are get hame-spun. When the bairns are man big, they're nae blate to tell her what she's done for them, and for her man, he's never done singing her praises. Your doctors had in will and yuch, says he, but I canna haud a connel to their mother.